she do?
Pressed against my foot so hard.
Did it pop your toe?
No, it like went against her teeth.
Oh, I heard the sound, but I didn't know what that was.
Anybody getting your attention? Ladies first.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Bits of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bits of it. Yeah. But honestly, the majority of the bits.
Sure. Yeah. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was fun.
I didn't feel like my time was wasted. For me, Spike Lee joints are hit and miss. If I had to name the most miserable movie I have ever tried to endure.
Oh yeah, you told me
Santa Ana.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And Defy Bloods. It's not great. Then he'll have an Inside Man. It's hit and miss. And for me, this is on the warmer side of my regard for a Spike Lee joint.
Well, this is more on the studio side of Spike than him kind of delving into his own pot and just kind of being able to do what he want to do.
Oh, really?
Well, I think he has two sides to himself. I think he has his girl six, she's got to have it, Santa Ana side to him, and then he has a side to him that's Inside Man, this Black Klansman. But I get a lot from Spike that doesn't really, I guess, tie into the story a lot. I mentioned a couple times during it that I like certain flares he put in it. He has his touches where that's exactly him. You know, he has the little dolly shot where he attaches it to the little seat and he pushes the person through. And he also has this stuff where somebody will be in the middle of the monologue and they'll talk about something and he'll cut to what they're talking about real quick and cut back to the scene. Or he'll end the scene with a quick little flash to something. And I like that little stuff because it's those unique things that kind of make a Spike Lee movie a Spike Lee movie. But this felt, at least visually, a lot more polished than you typically see from him. He tried to put in some of his little dirty, grainy stuff once in a while, but it's not really something that kept up for the long haul. But it was cool. He made some interesting choices with the music. A whole bunch of people had a problem with the music. Like, that was something that kind of ruined it for a lot of people. But I think I kind of understood what he was trying to do with it. But I enjoyed myself. I don't think I wasted time watching it. Anytime it's him and Denzel Washington is in the frame, I mean, it's not really time that I feel like I wasted. And another one of my favorite, Jeffrey Wright, was in it too. So one thing they talked about, other people talked about a lot, was the acting. They thought the acting was bad, really, really bad. And I mean, I don't really agree with that for the most part. I say it could have been a whole lot worse.
So just going into the things that you mentioned, the dolly shot, the music, and the acting, out of those things, I felt like the dolly shot was misused. That was the wrong character to throw it on. That was the wrong scene to use it on. If I had to do a dolly shot, just me, off the top of my head, it would have been King David going into his solitude to reflect on dooming this kid to die. Like when he went in there and he started doing his air punches and he started crying. If I had to have a dolly shot, that's the dolly shot to do. Just leaving it up to that officer who is not a particularly charismatic character, even as a antagonistic element, just wasn't where it was. Then also, for what he's delivering about how they're going to track the money and all that kind of stuff, it just wasn't provocative. I felt like it was squandered on that.
I actually like where he put it. I don't like who he used to put in the seat. Like, I like how he kind of used that little monologue to explain how they were going to do the drop. I like the idea of that, but I agree with you that I don't like that they used him to do it.
As far as the music is concerned,
How do you feel, before you go to the music, how do you feel about the second one?
The second dolly shot? I don't remember it. When was it?
It was at the end, near the end, where he got the little music video, like the little minute and a half long music video.
Oh, that counts as a dolly?
Yeah, they were on the track.
Oh,
Both of them were.
it must have been the Four Loko. I like the music video scene. I thought it was completely random, but also completely cute, and I felt like it went with the movie. I felt like that went with the movie more than the Sinner's music video did. So yeah, and plus also in my opinion, it was nice to see young Felon be most in his element because of what you're talking about the acting. The only weak link I would have ever picked out of this whole thing would be ASAP Rocky, and he's not terrible.
He's not.
He's just
He's not
not
terrible.
good. Like the little boy in here is much better than ASAP Rocky.
If anybody bugged me, it was the Allstate dude.
Hmm. I thought he was great. I think he's great in everything. 30 Rock.
He's great doing that.
Hey, dummy.
He's great in 30 Rock. He's great in the Allstate commercials. He's great in John Wick. He's great in doing silly stuff, and he's just kind of there to just be the goofy dude in the corner.
But when he's being goofy, he's not delivering it goofy. He's delivering it the same as he is here. I liked him. I was thoroughly convinced. At points, I thought in the beginning, I thought that he was in on it. Like, he was just so antagonistic.
I'd have felt better about it if his character was a bit more comedic. I'd have felt better about it that way.
I think it would have thrown the movie off because it's not really a comedic
Because I think that's why
movie.
you go get that dude.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, have you seen him? Have you seen him in anything that was like vaguely on a serious side?
Yeah, my first introduction to him was Sex and the City, and that's not really a comedic thing.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I was cool with
I
him.
just know him from this new sector of his career where he's kind of become the wacky dude.
Did you have anybody else about the acting you want to talk about?
I don't think nobody stuck out for me. Cause like again, like I was saying, that was one thing that I saw with the stuff that I read and watched was just people talking about how outside of Jeffrey Wright and Denzel Washington how bad the acting was, and I didn't get that.
His wife was really good. Everybody, it was stacked.
It was fine.
I don't know what these people want. Like I said, the only person I saw was a little wobbly was ASAP. I will say this though, for all the phone scenes, those ate down. Those were delivered like a nigga that just really didn't give no fucks and was fully aware of the power dynamic. I have the power. Who's the master? I'm the master. Like he was fully aware of that and he delivered those grandly. At the point where we had to see his lips moving though, it took a whole different turn to me.
When you actually had to watch him deliver the lines.
Yeah, like he was eating down on the phone, pussy. But you know, everything else, I was just like, oh man. And it was also a trip because I had to look to see how old he was. You know, he just seemed so infant like, and not in contrast to Denzel Washington's old ass, but just period on the screen. He was a child, and that was also what they were going for. This nigga is really trying to kill himself rather than just live life and face his responsibilities.
I think that's where he really fell apart for me.
Oh, that was the realest part to me.
No, during like the chase scene and when they finally caught him and he was just like, let me fall, just let me die, whatever he was saying. That didn't land with me. I mean,
it landed with me.
I get what it was, you know what I'm saying? I understand what they were trying to achieve, but you're like, okay, you know, I get it. It's ASAP Rocky. I came into the movie not expecting anything from him. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he does is fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to knock him down a peg for what he did in the movie. I had no expectations of him.
I had expectations.
No, I didn't.
I mean, especially we've come from a long lineage of rapping actors or acting rappers, I should say.
Either one.
But that was the scene where I forgot who I was looking at and I just saw a nigga trying to die. I was like in it.
I mean, how many actors who rap do we really have?
LL Cool J is a very good actor.
He's an excellent actor.
Ice Cube is a good actor. Ice-T was a good actor. Tupac Shakur is a good actor.
Tupac was a good actor.
The Fresh Prince is a good actor.
Excellent actor.
Queen Latifah is a good actor.
I forgot she was even an
Lauryn
actress.
Hill is a good actor. She counts.
Okay.
She counts.
Okay. All right.
Joyful, man. She counts. Straight Up and Down. Nicki Minaj is a very good actress.
Okay.
But these are performing art, folks. I'm trying to think of anybody else that I've seen act as well as rap. You ain't got nobody?
You name all the ones I had.
Oh,
I
really good though.
I might throw 50 Cent in there.
Oh, I've never seen him act in anything.
I might throw Snoop Dogg in there.
What was the one when he was in that wheelchair?
Training Day.
Oh.
Baby Boy. He has one of my favorite lines in the movie. I can't believe this nigga had the fucking audacity to come in here.
I can't believe this motherfucker had the audacity to come over my motherfucking house after he talked shit to me while I was locked up. Fuck my bitch, had a baby by this nigga. Cuz get to eat, cuz. Fuck this nigga.
When Tyrese comes in and pick up his kid, he built a little fort nest, and he's all like, "Fuck your little fort, nigga."
Did he do a good job though?
He's entertaining. I think he's tremendously entertaining in that movie. Will I say he's a great actor? I'm not going to say he's a great actor, but I think he's a very entertaining actor.
I feel like Tupac, because he really caught that bug, I feel like he would have been acting as much as he was rapping.
I think he would have dropped it.
You think he would have dropped the rapping? Mm-hmm. I kind of do too.
Or at least
he was a theater kid.
Or at least do it a whole lot less like Will Smith was doing when he was, Will Smith.
Getting jiggy with it.
Before now,
Yeah. And the thing about Tupac is what they always say is like he picked up that role of Bishop and he didn't ever put it down. Especially when you look at like old videos of him when he was like 15, 16.
Talking soft and stuff. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
He sound like me. With my theater kid ass.
Nah, man, he was good in
Thug
Juice.
Life.
He was good in all that stuff. He was good in Juice and gang related. Different World when he was in there for a hot little second.
So, I don't know, like that. So I was okay with the acting. Anytime we get to see Jeffrey, right, it's a blessing.
It's a joy.
It's a blessing.
It's a joy.
So with the music though, in a lot of Spike Lee joints, the music is an antagonist to me personally. This one was as bad as Santa Ana in The Five Bloods to me.
As far as the music?
Yeah, it kept bumping up against the scene.
It did.
It wasn't nearly a compliment. Like Spike talks about his dad composing for him. And I feel like when his dad stopped composing for him, he lost somebody that actually understood the language of his films. This music was like a jazzy Irish jig that was perky.
You kind of took what I was going to go ahead.
It was perky. Like they dropped off the money and the music was like, just like happy. And I'm like, this isn't a happy scene. And then like at the scene where he tracks down A$AP Rocky, I don't know what his character's name. Oh yeah, Young Felon.
Young Felon, yeah.
Which is a really good rap name, by the way.
It's just as corny as they are today.
I mean, what else do you want, Doc?
It's just as corny. I know it fit. I'm saying it fit. It's just as corny as they are today.
It's hard to come up with a cool name. He's a felon and he's young.
Young jock and all this other stuff. Little baby.
So at the point where there was the subway scene where they're chasing after each other, trying not to shoot each other or get shot by the other, I should say. That music is so happy. It reminded me of like Last of the Mohicans, like with a little jazz flourish that was not flourishing. Right. So what did you think about the music?
There's a guy named Terrence Blanchard that I think fits Spike Lee perfectly. I don't know why he doesn't always use Terrence Blanchard for his music.
Is that Inside Man?
It's Inside Man. Okay. It's The Black Klansman.
Okay.
It's
And Black Klansman was good.
I think it's done maybe like 3 or 4 things with him.
And in Black Klansman, it's a character in the movie.
He totally picks up on what you're trying to achieve. Like Inside Man has the same kind of, he uses the music in a similar way in this. But what Terrence did, that whole jazzy kind of instrument in that movie, it was more of a trumpet forward type of score he had with that. And it just fit the vibe of that movie. This, like you just said, the music, it wasn't that it was bad. It just didn't fit. It just didn't fit the movie. It seemed like it was made for a different movie, and he just plopped it into this. We were talking about folk music a little while ago, and that's why you said the Irish stuff. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was listening to it.
It's jazzy Irish.
Like this sound like Inside Llewyn Davis, where they're just where everything is a folk song. And
a jazzy folk song.
A jazzy folk song. Yeah. But it didn't fit with these black folks talking about this kidnapping, and it didn't jive with it very well. So I kind of that's one thing that I kind of got with that everybody was saying. I understood that.
And I've seen that before in his films. There were things that you disagreed with that you mentioned, but you didn't say what they were. What were some examples of things you disagreed with? As far as choices that Spike made that you were like, I don't agree with that. Like those transitions with the
with the label logo.
With the label logo.
I actually kind of dug that. I like transitions like that.
I like transitions if it's a transition. It was the same scene. It just moved to a different room. It's like we just opened the door.
Well, like the first thing that I kind of shook my head at, this is just a me thing. It's not nothing story-wise or anything like that. They had an opening where they kind of kept showing little bits of New York, and then when the story kind of started with Denzel on the balcony, they had this drone shot where it was kind of pushing towards them. But then when they got to the balcony, they kind of went to these static left and right shots. That was just kind of, I guess, uninspired, maybe the best kind of way to put it. And then when he got done with the phone call, they went back to the drone shot. And I got a problem with drone shots in big budget motion pictures, just because I think they're finding a way to put them in there instead of putting them in a way that makes sense for whatever visual storytelling you're trying to do. They're just like, just put it back on the drone. Put it back on the drone. We want more drone shots. Kind of like that shit. I get that a lot where I'm doing just little commercial stuff and like, hey man, do you have a drone? I'm like, ain't no point in no drone out here, bro. Like, I'll use it if you want me to. But why the fuck do I have a drone out here? But it just kind of looks like that, and that shot kind of ended with that. I may kind of roll my eyes at that. But I'm trying to think of something that bugged me. Like,
for me, it was the ratios, the random ratio changes.
When did you see a ratio change? You mentioned that.
Okay.
And you mean those flashback film shots?
Those weren't flashbacks. Those were real time. That Puerto Rican celebration was happening real time during the drop off.
And that was what ratio?
They changed it from it being the full screen to it taking off about 1/8 of the television screen, because it had a black line on the side. It was almost like it was the tick marks, what Ryan Coogler was talking about with the tick marks.
I got to go back and look.
Yeah, it's black right here, and then there's a little dot right here, because that would be where it advances the film.
On the left side?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
the ratio of the screen now is smaller.
Yeah. I wasn't classifying that as a ratio change. He did that a few times. He did that with... Well, again, that's him just trying to do something visually interesting.
Do it in service to the story. As far as like stuff I wasn't really feeling, that's pretty much it. Just those transitions. Oh, and also, I really didn't feel like the villain was the main antagonist. I thought that his ambition was the main antagonist, because it sets it up with his wife, and they're supposed to have a really loving, strong partnership, and he's not being forthcoming with her about the moves that he's about to make that are going to affect her. too. He cut her out of it. He's just like, no, we're not going to donate $500,000, and he doesn't tell her why. And then he comes home and he's like, this is what we're doing. And she was really gracious and very mature and adult and saying, you know, I've been a silent partner all this time. I'm not being silent anymore. But she didn't whine about the fact that he didn't include her on that. I thought it was really dope and really good writing. And it was a great representation of a person that's wanting to be a good wife to a man who is larger than life. We're supposed to be moving into our, you know, relaxed stage, baby. And he's like, nah. And that's not even a conversation that they had. So for ASAP Rocky to be an element, to me, the biggest element and biggest antagonist and quote unquote villain of this story was his own ambition. And that's why for the character development to be, we're going to move into a place where it's not about the money, it's about my family, and it's about building something with my family, and my wife's goals also being my goals, which is us spending time together and loving each other. And that's something that we rarely see in a Spike Lee joint, where it's a nice little ribbon on it. Of course, now ASAP Rocky's little King David is growing up without a daddy, you know.
Well, I mean, it did end quite cleanly for him, which I didn't expect, especially going off from what the original story was. I don't know. I'm not going to call that a bug per se. I mean, a bug as in a problem with the movie.
What a problem?
This story wrapping up pretty cleanly for him.
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike
it's refreshing because we see so much muck all the time.
Yeah,
it's like a Disney movie.
I suppose so. I'm not claiming to be a problem. It just wasn't something that I thought there would be some kind of repercussion for some of the stuff he was doing in this movie, and there were none.
Jeffrey Wright lost an eye.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright lost an eye.
And gained a third eye.
Shit. What was his name in the movie?
Paul.
No, not Jeffrey. Denzel.
Oh, King David.
King David. He came out squeaky clean.
So going back to the other villain though, with ASAP Rocky.
Like that kind of jail two-sided window scene actually inspired a few people. Like Matt Reeves in the Batman said the whole Arkham Asylum scene with the Joker and the Riddler. He said all of that came from the original movie. That whole setup was essentially the same thing. And the dude that did Parasite, that movie was a real big influence on him as far as the whole class of well-to-do and people down here trying to get to where they are and that whole side of it. But I actually like the whole idea of them kind of having a little battle within the dialogue. I saw a lot of people didn't like that, but I kind of dug it. I thought it was pretty cool.
I liked it because these are two individuals that are fully full of ego. And that's not in the bad way, ego. For you to be selling what they sell, you have to have it. For him to be in that space with a man that has put him under such distress, following the scene where he's with the most precious woman in the world, Princess Nokia, and just see how the guy that's on the other side of that glass completely idolized you. And you know that you've kind of lost touch with what it means to be a nurturer of the music. You're not cultivating it. You're not moving the culture anymore. All you're doing is being a figurehead of a dying company that they're trying to buy out right now. For those two big egos to have that moment, I righteously believe he was really wanting to give him a chance. You know, he's like, Kyle got beat up a little bit. My son's good. No harm, no foul. I want to give this guy a shot. He started coaching him like, hey, you need ad libs. The hunger that you have, you need to put that in your art. He's pleading with this dude to fight for his life.
And I'm glad they did something like that because they give a lot of lip service to his love for music and how good he is. And they're constantly going to magazine covers and he was on this, he was on that, he did this, he did that, but you never really see him do anything with music. But in that moment, he actually sat down like, yo, you know, like you ain't great, but you could be. You know what I'm saying? He actually showed some skill in what he was talking about.
I'm glad you made that point too. For you to build the empire that you built, you have to be a little bit obsessive. I like that scene a lot. Of course, I thought it was hokey, but like, I thought it was.
It's just because A$AP Rocky was the other dude.
No, let me explain. Like,
Well, for me,
like they're having a rap battle, but it do be people that be crazy like that would do something like that.
Sure.
And he even calls him out, like, nigga, you trying to have a rap battle with me? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I got my glicky, you got your glicky, what's up? And he called it, you know, I got my 4-pounder or whatever. Like, it's a standoff, it's a showdown, and I thought it was great. As far as the way that he did the camera action when they got back together again at the end with the two-sided window, I thought that was beautiful. I thought it was very stimulating to watch it merge like that. The scene itself was necessary because it needed to show how desperate that guy still was to be wanted by David. Like, he was doing this kidnapping out of desperation for money, but also he wanted to be seen by him. And then for him to still be rejected by him at the end was really dope to me because, like, he saw you in that studio and you rejected David because of your ego was just way too big for you to just submit. But you got the cops outside? No, it's just me and you. And me bite my lip.
I guess that's just what old man Denzel gonna look like now. Because he did a lot of that in that third Equalizer movie.
So going back to what you were talking about with classism, I like that was a sub storyline. How there were two systems for Jeffrey Wright's character and Denzel's character, with them treating him subhuman when his child is kidnapped. That cop looking at him like he's an animal in the back seat while they're going to try to get his son back. Sometimes they can like hit you over the head, and I'll take the hit, but I didn't feel like they were hitting us over the head with it at all.
No, they weren't.
I thought it was really nice. As far as how they developed David's character, I thought he was a full character. From the beginning to the end, I thought it was very full. I thought he was a person that was just looking for love of something that he lost along the way. And that final scene with him and Sula, I liked it, except I didn't like how long it lasted. The song was way too long.
I agree. They could have did a snippet of that, or at the very least wrapped it up with some kind of montage on top of the song or something like that. We didn't need that whole song.
The stuff that I liked in there was, I liked the Kamala Harris shout out.
I would only expect it from him.
I liked the line when it leaves Queen Nokia and she says, "God is great."
Yeah.
Because it's that juxtaposition of you're leaving this man's family and his happiness and his woman and his child and his woman who's wearing your woman's bracelet. She's just being a kind, humble person, and you know, you're about to go try to do who God knows what to get what you earn back from this man. Like, I just thought that was brilliant. And the other line that I liked was Jeffrey Wright when he says, you know, I never asked you for anything. Everything you've given me on your own. But now I'm asking you for everything. And then Denzel's like, it's not everything, it's 17.5 million. Cold.
And that, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say that whole little transition between him not doing it and then him doing it was a little wonky, but I ain't tripping about it. I don't have an issue with it. I don't think it was done elegantly.
Because as we knew it, the police officer came in and he was like, hey, can you just act like you're gonna do it? And he just was like, bitch, no. Like, basically.
I mean, he continually said no until he just said yes all of a sudden. Like, his son tried to break it down for you, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
His business partner, you know what I'm saying, went down there and talked to him. The cop came in and talked to him, and even the little silence scene, which I thought was well done. When they went out on the deck, he didn't hear none of the dialogue, but he clearly told him, like, hey, I can't do it, bro.
I'm not gonna do it. It was beautiful. That was my favorite scene of the whole movie.
I thought
that skyline.
I thought that was well executed.
Yeah.
But
and I also thought it was well executed that it was just silent.
Yeah. I mean, like, the whole scene was really well thought out. But I mean, you know, it's not a big thing, but you know, it just kind of seemed like a switch was clipped, and we didn't really see the switch flipped. But I didn't trip over it.
We did see him battling with the switch. We saw where he's like, what you want me to do, Aretha? What would you do, James? Yeah. What would you do, Stevie? Like, we see the battle in that soliloquy of the fuck I get myself into, you know? Yeah. But I was okay with it. I caught up real quick. The two lines I liked a lot, just throwaway lines, was, oh, that's mayhem. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
And then the other one was, it's 2025. I mean, shit. Y'all don't watch SUV? Yeah. I mean, SVU? Like,
he said SUV in it, though.
He did.
He did say SUV.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
It's always cool to see what Denzel comes up with for his character. Like, after his partners, I guess, at his label left, the white dude and the other black guy left, and he was just kind of like, he was pointing a little gun at him. He was just like,
yeah.
In
the mouth.
He's real good at giving his character those little ticks and physical ad-libs that he be doing just to make the role Denzel's. Nah, but just like Jeffrey, he's a joy.
So what you give it?
I'm gonna go 7.
I think I'm gonna go 7 too.
I think I'm gonna rock with 7.
It's not quite an 8 because it's just too many little things.
It's pretty indulgent.
Oh, you think indulgent?
Yeah.
Where?
The song at the end.
The booty shaking song?
No, the song.
Oh, yeah.
The song with the girl at the end.
I know, but what else?
I thought the little well, it wasn't an interrogation scene, but the little two-sided scene with them being shown at the same time, I think that scene went on for too long. You know, I mean, it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think it could have been much tighter. But that's one of my quirks, though. I'm always trying to get stuff to be more concise, but no, it wasn't something that I, you know, droned on and on and on and on. It was definitely some fat on it.
I will tell you what makes it the most fatty. It don't make no damn sense.
All them bag switches too. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off.
It was a lot of bag switches.
That's just one thing that hit my head real quick.
That was a lot.
They changed bags like 6-7 times. I was like,
no, we get it.
And I also don't think that scene was particularly well executed either.
Oh yeah.
The whole GPS thing and like we don't, like, why did the GPS go away exactly? Like, it just kind of went away when he went between those two buildings. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know.
It'd be nice for you to know the mysteries.
Well, I mean, I just think it tells the story a little bit better.
It does.
Because,
I agree with that.
Because they got away with it. Mm-hmm. And it just seemed like they got away with it because the movie just wanted them to get away with it. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're right. It was indulgent. At the point where you have to say roll credits 2 times, then it's indulgent. As I said, highest to lowest 2 times in 2 different spaces.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo.
And the name of the song was Highest to Lowest.
Yes, and even before that.
I think he said something about highest and lowest.
Yes.
Or something like that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, dog.
Yeah.
The universe is not trying to tell you anything other than some of this should have ended up on the cutting room floor.
Could have been a little tighter.
Yeah. All right, well, highest to lowest. It's in the bag. Put a nice little bustle on it.
Yeah. But keep on making movies. Both of you.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
on
yeah,
making
yeah.
films, both of you.
I can't wait. When was the last time we had a Spike Lee joint?
Was it the Klansman movie?
Yeah, it's gotta be. So that's been a while.
He may have done some documentaries or something between it.
He's an artist.
They are some of our titans.
I never knew Spike Lee was the same age as my mom. That's crazy. Little Spike.
All right. Thanks, you guys. When we coming back?
Coming back real soon because we have to.
Oh yeah, the him movie. Got to go to the theater to watch that.
Thank y'all.
Deuces.